Let's bring in Richie Allies. He's a former deputy chief for the FDNY, and also with us is Michael Barasch. He's a 9/11 community advocate representing more than 15,000 people with VCF claims. Michael, if I could start with you, working with Mr. Feinberg on figuring out the VCF, the Victims Claims Fund, that it must have been so frustrating to then see the Congress sort of wait and dither on this, but in the end, it turned out okay.
It turned out great, and big thanks to President Trump and to the bipartisan legislators who did the right thing after promising the 9/11 community that they would never forget. It was a little challenging, and by the way, thank God for Jon Stewart, who drew the press to pay attention to this, because without the press, many legislators don't pay attention. They think it's just for New York, and the truth is, this is for responders and survivors all over the country. Our law firm represents people in every state. Those who came here went back home with the same ground glass and asbestos and benzene in their lungs as Jimmy Zadroga died from with his pulmonary fibrosis.
Chief Allies, in fact, let me just put up there the total number of deaths related to 9/11 illnesses from the FDNY is 201, NYPD 253. And you have seen a lot of heartache and you've lost a lot of friends, but will this provide some level of at least relief to people who are suffering?
Yes, it will. My concern right now, today was bittersweet. People from across the country who are covered by this historic legislation that may not realize all the protections that they have need to go to 911victimfund.com. That will give them all the information that they need to know. And as I sat there, I was very appreciative of the President's comments. I think he did a tremendous job today.
Definitely.
I thought about all of the first responders from across the country that I was responsible to bring to Washington during the course of many years of lobbying that are no longer here with us. And then the next crop of sick and dying first responders that are right behind them. And all along, no one ever cared about themselves. They only cared about those that they would be representing down the road. And that was what today was all about.
Chief, did you have any sense when you were down there in those months afterwards that there might be some health-related problems because of that work?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, as a first responder, that's what I signed on for. But when the federal government said that the air was safe to breathe, they, in essence, contaminated the lives of countless others, school students, teachers, Wall Street workers. They told the residents, anyone, you had an apartment downtown, to go back to clean it up. That was the real crime, and that's what breaks my heart. But no, I had no doubt that the air was loaded with carcinogens.
Right, and you all did it anyway. Michael, can I ask you a little something that the chief mentioned, which is people who are maybe across the country, they don't even know that they could possibly qualify for help under this fund. How do you feel about the bureaucracy of getting through it? Do you feel like that is smoothed out now and that people should give it another shot?
Well, the special master's done a wonderful job, and absolutely, that's a great point, Dana. People should definitely give it another shot. Apply to the World Trade Center Health Program. It's free. It provides health care for the rest of your life, for your cancer, for your serious respiratory illnesses. And if you're then certified by the health program with a physical illness, you're entitled to compensation. Take advantage of it. People don't realize that if your husband or your spouse died 10 years ago or longer, the spouse would still be entitled to compensation. Not a day goes by without one of my clients dying. It's heartbreaking.
And let me ask you just a final question then. Let's say that you came to help after 9/11 and you were down there and you don't have any symptoms yet. Should you inquire beforehand?
Well, the first responders are entitled to an annual free checkup. The survivors, which are the office workers, the students, the residents, they must have some symptoms of either gastrointestinal problems or pulmonary problems or skin cancer. For men, it's prostate cancer. For women, it's breast cancer. But you have to have some symptom to apply. But if you have any question at all, you've been suffering from any aerodigestive problems, sign up for the health program. As Richie said, go to 911victimfund.com. There's so much information on that site, but take advantage of your legal rights.
I'll tweet that website out too, because I think that's the most important part, right? You can get the fund done. That was important, but now you got to make sure people can actually get to it and access it. Richie Allies and Michael Barasch, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you,
Dana. Appreciate it.